Hey there. So I'm home for the summer for the first time in a long time, and one of the great things that I got to experience is we had a gathering here in Nevada City of local coaches. And I was amazed by what incredible things people are doing. There are people living in my tiny little hometown who are having huge impact in the way they're coaching. But a topic came up. At one point we had these, people introducing themselves, and then I introduced the subject. I said, well, we're all sharing our glory in what we do and what we give, but what about your challenges? What is it that challenges you, and how can we support each other in the challenges? So we had maybe, 10 people there, and each person spoke their challenge. And it's always the same thing, that people who have great gifts to offer, what they feel most challenged by and most contracted by is the need to self-promote. And there's a lot of schools and courses online to try and help you get over that. But I was reflecting, and I wanted to share with you, if you find yourself faced with the need to self-promote, that this is a very, very recent and perhaps slightly unnatural aspect of giving. We used to live in much more hierarchical, structured societies where you would grow up, you would be educated to the best of your family's ability, and then ultimately your father, or maybe even the king or somebody, would say, okay, Sir Lancelot or John or whatever, you're going to go do this. You're going to be the ambassador to go there. You're going to do this. This was the nature of a somewhat feudal hierarchical society, is you did what you were told to do. So if you look back even in Vedic cultures in India, people did their dharma, and their dharma, your role in society, was determined by the structure of the society around you. It's really only since the Second World War, since 1945, that we're faced with this completely new preoccupation, even later than that, maybe even in the 60s, where now the world's your oyster. You can get, if you work hard and if you study hard, you can get a good education no matter what your circumstance of your birth, which is a great thing, a very positive thing. And it means you can do anything you want. And consequently, it means everybody, no one's really waiting for the king to send them off to some far distant land or for their father to decide. Everyone's in it for themselves, and everybody has the same opportunity to shine. But what it means is it becomes like a hustle. So this need to self-promote, to put videos out on social media like I'm doing now, this need to kind of make yourself visible is a new thing. Maybe not a completely natural thing. And if you feel some cringing about having to promote yourself, I would respectfully encourage you to honor that. But I have found a little way around it that I wanted to share with you today, a little way to soften this. Well, there are two actually, but the primary one, and I like the Arabic word the best, but this same word or sense occurs in every language, every culture. In Arabic, they say, inshallah. Inshallah, it's a beautiful word, it's a beautiful ring to it, and it means, if it be the will of God. If it be God's will, then let it be. And that's a beautiful way to start your day. Now that I'm home for the summer, I wake up super early, like 4:30. Before it's light, I greet the cats, have my lemon water, I sit. And then I usually do some qigong to move the energy through my body. But during that whole time, I'm intentionally taking the disposition, like, what do you want me to do today? So I'm not looking to the king, who's a fallible human being. I'm not looking to my father, who's also a fallible human being. I'm looking to the great force. Like, how would you like to use this today? Broken as it is, limited as it is in its understanding, in its brokenness, how can it be best used in your service? And that's a wonderful way around that you can find your dharma, you can get your marching orders, not from a human being, but from the great force that gives us life. And another way that is beautiful that I see is really happening more and more with younger people is co-creation and collaboration. That people, I just went to a dance festival this weekend. I love to dance. I love partner dancing, and this is a beautiful partner dancing experience in nature. And so I met a lot of people in their 20s, around 30 or less. And nobody's really thinking so much in that age group of like, how can I do this on my own? Everyone's looking to collaborate. How can I become part of the collective? So those are two beautiful ways to be able to balance this seeming need to promote yourself, is to surrender to the will of the Great One. Whether your role be very small and hardly seen or big, let it be up to the great force to decide. And then to be able to collaborate with other people. Let me know your thoughts about this seeming need that imposed upon us to promote ourselves. I'd love to hear what you have to say.